You gonna make it. You gonna be somebody. You gonna make it. You gonna reach higher than before. You gonna make it. You gonna be hotter than before. You gonna make it. You gonna see things you never saw before. Oh yeah, you gonna make it. You gonna be somebody. God called you to greatness. This is Lakita Sharp.
Hello, social media. Hello to all of you. Welcome to Lakita T. Sharp's famous exclusive inspirational channel. Welcome to one of the greatest shows in the universe. So I welcome you. Hello to all of you. Mwah. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So, hey, mwah. It is a blessing that I am here, and I am just here on today. So, oh my God, you guys, check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from over in my name at Amazon.com. Check out my memoir, Unstoppable. That's right. Check out my memoir, Unstoppable, sold at Amazon.com. And also, you guys, if you want to sponsor a portion of this video, feel free to connect with me at Lakita T. Sharp Books at gmail.com. Also, thank you for your likes, comments, and your subscribes. And my website has been updated, so you can check out my website because it has been updated as well. So you guys, I'm so happy that you guys are here. And it is 10:34 p.m. It is Wednesday, and it is July 22nd. So yes, I am just gonna go ahead and go with this message. So happy that you have decided to join me on today. Now, I want to say to you that life, dealing with life and all that is happening around you, dealing with life that's and all that is happening around you. You may have a lot of things going on. You may have a lot of things going on, and in so many things that you may be dealing with. We have where we're dealing with loss, where we're dealing with grief, we're dealing with things that life come at you at one kind of way. Maybe you're dealing with things in your family, at your job. You're dealing with, your health situation. You're dealing with all these different things. And I understand what it's like when life just happens to you. 1 minute you wake up and you get a phone call, or you get an email that somebody has just passed away, someone you love very much. Or, you find out that your daughter or your son is pregnant at a young age. Or you find out that you have a disease or you have a sickness. Or you find out you just been laid off at your job. You find out that, hey, you got things that's going on within your community, things that's just happening all around you. So many things. Life can come at us in so many ways. And sometimes we're like, how do I rise above this? How in the world do I make it when I'm going through these different things? You're getting an attack over here. You're getting an attack on your mind. You're getting an attack over here. And you're like, how in the world do I supposed to make it? How do I supposed to survive? Well, honey, I am here to say to you that you may be going through different things in your life. You may be having all kinds of things going on, but I am here to say to you that you can rise above whatever comes your way. You can rise above it. In my life, for those of you who don't know me, Again, my name is Lakita T. Sharp. I experienced loss. I know what it's like to lose. I lost a husband. I lost a mom. I lost one of my favorite aunts. I lost, I have lost pets before. I have lost, homes. I have lost cars. I have lost so many different things in my life that came across with me. I also battle with mental illness, and I have risen above, way far beyond, of dealing with it or whatever, and being outstanding and looking above and being, how can I say, going above and beyond, and not letting my limitations stop me because of it, and I have, I've been through poverty, for a long time, for over 40 years, I lived in poverty. So I know what it's like to overcome and to be dealing with poverty. I made it my mission that I was going to write myself out of poverty. Okay, I have about 160 books over at Amazon.com, and I said I am going to write myself out of poverty, okay, so that my family wouldn't have to struggle anymore. They always wondering, why does she work so hard? Why does she never take a day off? Why she's always going? And one day they will definitely understand and realize why I had to work so hard for us. And again, you guys, check out my memoir, Unstoppable, sold at Amazon.com. This is my memoir about how I started off as a retail associate and founded my own company, Lakita T. Sharp and Company. And I just want to say to you that, here's the thing. You're like, how am I going to manage all of this? How am I going to manage this happening to me? And I'm here to say to you that, first of all, I want you guys to ask God for wisdom. Something that I teach my spiritual daughters, my nieces, and my nephews, to ask God for wisdom to go with whatever situation that you got going on, to help you navigate through what you're going through, because you are not alone in your life. You are never alone in your life. I went to my sister's home today, and she cooked a very good dinner or whatever like that. I call her, my sister name is Angela, and I call her cooking Angela Creations, should I say. I call it Angela's Creations. And I am here to say to you that I said, as I come to you with God, and I come with you with myself, and I come with you with my ancestors, all of you. As I walk in the room, I come with you with everybody. Okay, the living, the dead, and everybody. They may not understand, but I tell you one person who does understand, and that's Oprah Winfrey. Because as Oprah Winfrey says, when she walks into a room, she walks in, not I by myself, but with my ancestors that walks with me. And shout out to Keke Palmer, who done a phenomenal job interviewing Oprah Winfrey. Congratulations to Keke Palmer, and girl, you do an awesome job on that talk show, The Password. So keep that fierce attitude, because I am with you. So shout out to you, Keke Palmer. And remember to take a break too. Girl, you deserve it. Take at least a day, because I had to learn that myself. So you guys, back to the video, is that look, life may come at you all kinds of ways. I am here to say to you, if you have a talent, okay, if you have a a gift. That is your ticket. That is your ticket. If you have a talent, a gift, that is your ticket to use it and get out of there. You know, hey, can you, whatever talent and gift you have, use it to the best of your ability. I said, you know what? I am going to use my talents and gifts. I am going to use my singing. I am going to use, whatever I have, and I am going to use my writing, my creativity, whatever it may be, and I am going to pull it together, and I am going to create. If you have a talent, a gift, that is, you go for it. You go for it. Utilize it so that you can, it'll be your ticket out of poverty. It'll be your ticket out of the hood. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of things may be facing you right now, whatever you are dealing with, whatever you are going through, toxic relationships. I survived the toxic relationship and made it out. At one point, my relationship became toxic, but I made it out of it. Let me say, and God started to heal the relationship after the fact, over a course of years. But I am here to say to you that, you can make it out of your situation, no matter what it is, poverty. Dealing with loss, you can survive through it. You're still here. If you're dealing with grief, you're dealing with a loss of a loved one, well, you still have your life. You still have your life. Celebrate you while you still here. And take your ancestors, your loved ones with you, okay? And represent their life, and take from them and take it as you move forward, okay? So yes, you are not alone in your situation. You are closer than you think. Oh yeah, that's a message for somebody. You are closer than you think. You are closer, baby. You are closer. Some of you have waited a long time for promises, God to fulfill his promise in your life. This rainbow is my mouse pad, and it represents God's promise in my life, okay? The promises, God rainbow, Genesis 9:14. For I place the rainbow in the sky that you shall be reminded of the covenant that is between me and the earth. So yes, the promise, God's promise. I can't wait to go shopping. Oh my God, I can't wait. You guys. But anyway, I just love you guys so much. And you guys are going to rise above these circumstances. You guys are going to make it. You guys are going to overcome. You guys are going to fulfill the highest call. That's what you want to do, to fulfill the highest calling that's on your life. God, how can I be of service to you? Ask God, how can I be about my Father's business? That's something that Oprah Winfrey and Keke Palmer was discussing as well. How can I be a service to my Father's business? Because when you be about God's business, he is going to be about your business, and he's going to take care of your business, baby. So I am here to say to you that it's going to be showtime, baby. It's going to be showtime. Some of you got some things that are popping in your life, and it is going to, I'm telling you, you got some things that's going to be popping off in your life. Some of you have worked extremely hard, okay, dealing, running your businesses, doing the entrepreneurship things, doing things. Some of you have worked extremely hard, and God is going to fulfill, God is going to reward, whatever you are going through, Whatever you are dealing with, God is going to, he's going to fulfill it. He's going to fulfill it. It's going to happen for you. And for some of y'all who are not getting to work, come on now, you got to make it happen. In order for it to happen, you got to make it happen. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for it to happen and make it happen. Write that book. Create that song. Get up. Fill out the application. For those of you who don't want your own business, but you want a career, you got to do something. You know, you got to do something. I told one of my spiritual children, one of my nieces, and that you got to do something. You got to work towards something. Okay? So I am here to say to you, to get whatever is happening around you right now in your home, in your work life, whatever. Remember, you have the power. You, in some cases, God has given us the power. You have the power of how you react. You have the power to how you respond. You have the power to be able to do your work and to work at it to your best of your ability. Everything else is up to God. You know, you have to, you know, I have a sign that says you have to sow your seeds, and then you have to water it, and then you have to wait for God to, you know, allow it to reap. Okay, so you got to sow, water, and you got to reap and wait. Okay, yeah. So anyway, I love you guys. You guys are great. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, check out all of my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from over in my name. And know that things are going to get better. Things are going to pick up. You're going to make it through these challenges. You're going to rise above what is going on in your life. I will see you in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the chosen. We are the chosen ones. I will see you in the next video. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.